Okay, did you know that your entire real estate career can literally just hit pause completely without warning if you mismanage your license renewal? Seriously, if your license expires, that means an instant halt to practicing real estate. Your pending deals freeze up, you legally cannot represent your clients, and you could face some really hefty fines. So, let's ensure that absolutely doesn't happen to you.
Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're demystifying the Maryland Real Estate Commission's renewal process. Look, keeping your license active is the absolute lifeblood of your business. So we're going to break down everything you need to know, from start to finish, to keep you on track.
All right, let's dive right into this. Here is our roadmap to keeping your career moving forward. We'll quickly hit an introduction to renewal, move into our pre-renewal checklist, walk through the step-by-step process, highlight some common pitfalls, address FAQs, and wrap it all up with closing thoughts.
Section 1. Introduction to Maryland License Renewal.
So in Maryland, your license operates on a strict mandatory 2-year renewal cycle. And this is based on your original date of issuance, meaning your deadline is totally unique to you. Staying compliant here is non-negotiable. As you prepare, you really need to pay attention to that 30-day mark on the timeline. You have to finish your continuing education, your CE, 30 days prior to expiration. Why? Well, because course providers actually have up to 14 days to upload those credits to the state portal. If you wait until the last minute, the system won't see your credits and your license will officially lapse.
Section 2. Pre-renewal checklist. Continuing education.
Before you even think about touching a renewal application, you must acquire a mandatory 15 hours of continuing education from MREC-approved providers. Now, what's really interesting about this is how highly specific the state is about making up those 15 hours for standard salespersons. It's like a formula. You need exactly 3 hours of legal and legislative updates, 3 hours of ethics, 3 hours of brokerage relationships, 1.5 hours of fair housing, and 4.5 hours of electives. This exact breakdown is strictly enforced, so you can't just wing it. But wait, there are a few extra rules depending on your specific role. If you're a broker, a branch manager, or a team leader, you also have to complete the MREC required supervision course. And if you're newly assuming one of those supervisory roles, the clock is ticking. You've got exactly 90 days to complete that specific course requirement. Oh, and a quick pro tip for everyone, retain all your course completion certificates somewhere safe. Even though the providers upload them for you, if you happen to get audited by the commission, you are the one responsible for providing that paper trail. Section 3. Step-by-step online renewal process.
Now let's walk through the actual application using the official Maryland Department of Labor portal. It's just 3 simple steps, but order is literally everything here. Step 1, complete your 15 hours of CE. Step 2, log into the portal and visually verify that your credits are actually recorded. I cannot emphasize this enough. You absolutely must do this before moving forward. Once you verify they're in there, proceed to Step 3, complete the application and pay the fee. If your credits aren't showing up in Step 2, stop right there. Don't proceed until they do.
Speaking of the application, let's detail the specific state renewal fees for each license level. It's $78 for a salesperson, $123 for an associate broker, and $191 for a broker. Brokers, take special note here. You have an extra hurdle. You are required to submit a recent full credit report, and it cannot be older than 6 months before your application can actually be approved.
Section 4, common pitfalls and how to avoid them. Okay, we're shifting into the danger zone now. Every single year, simple bureaucratic misunderstandings catch agents completely off guard. First up is ignoring that strict 30-day reporting rule we talked about. Remember, providers need time to upload your credits. Next is a huge myth, thinking the NAR ethics course substitutes for Maryland ethics. It absolutely does not. The Maryland course is uniquely tailored. It has to include the state code of ethics, flipping, and predatory lending. Finally, waiting until the week of your expiration to log into the portal. That is a massive recipe for disaster if a credit is somehow missing. To really put this into perspective, let's contrast the financial and professional realities of an on-time renewal versus falling into late reinstatement. On-time means standard fees, an active license, and it's just business as usual. Late, that means your license is immediately moved to inactive status. You legally cannot practice. And on top of that professional pause, you get hit with a $168 reinstatement fee and a $75 CE late fee. It is a costly, stressful error for sure.
Section 5. FAQs and troubleshooting.
Look, even with the best intentions, things go wrong. If your license does expire, Maryland has exact pathways to reinstate it, but it depends completely on how much time has passed.
Up to 2 years expired, you can complete an online reinstatement with your CE and back fees. 2 to 3 years, well, that requires a manual paper application requested directly from the commission. But be warned, past that 3-year mark and your license is permanently terminated. You literally have to start over, retake the 60-hour pre-licensing education and both exams. Now, what if you're licensed in multiple states? If you hold an out-of-state license, you might actually be able to apply some of those recognized out-of-state hours toward your Maryland elective credits. But you got to act early on this. You must email those out-of-state CE certificates directly to the commission at least 30 days prior to your expiration to see if they qualify.
Section 6, Closing Thoughts and Additional Resources.
Let's wrap this up by pointing you toward the resources you need to effortlessly maintain your compliance going forward. I highly encourage you to proactively log into the public digital tracking portal regularly to check your status. Go ahead and bookmark the Maryland Department of Labor website right now. Look into Maryland Realtors for approved courses. And honestly, the best thing you can do today is set a calendar reminder for 60 days before your specific expiration date. Just give yourself plenty of runway.
Just a quick friendly professional disclaimer before we go. Regulations evolve. Always verify current requirements and laws directly with the Maryland Real Estate Commission or your legal advisor. Real estate laws and administrative processes do change, so it's ultimately your responsibility to verify all the current rules directly with MREC to ensure total compliance. So, I have to ask, are your 15 hours already booked? Don't wait for that last-minute panic to set in. Log into the MREC portal today, verify your status, and secure your real estate futures so you never, ever have to hit pause on your career. Thanks for joining me on this explainer.